What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, October 21st. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Just listen to that song by Sammy Davis Jr. Hey, I got the new episode of my podcast is up. You can go to it, just click on the link right down here in the description below and check it out. I talk about there is no debt. I go through it again. I go through the whole thing again about how there is no debt. The whole thing is a fallacy. It's ridiculous. It's a sham. It's a scam. Everything was paid for in dollars, folks. Everything was paid for in dollars. There is no debt. So you got to listen to that. I talk about the election. Voting has begun, and it's been heavy. 38 million people have already voted. Unbelievable. And I remember back in 2016, the turnout was heavy, and it kind of like hit my subconscious at that time, like something's up. Something is up. We're in for a big change. I don't know what's going to happen. Biden's way ahead in the polls. Can we trust the polls? I don't know. Hey, folks, the same stuff is going on. Stimulus in the morning, everybody's excited, the market goes up. No stimulus in the afternoon, the market goes down. I mean, I personally love these environments because people get tripped up, they get scared, they get frightened, they act emotionally, and I just go in there with my bushel basket and I take their money. As long as you have an understanding of basic conditions, and you know the things that I look at, which are the flows, the fiscal flows that drive everything, you know the path, you know the trajectory. And that's how you make the money. That's how you make the big money, because the trend remains in place. You know, these things don't change day by day. They don't change week by week. They don't even change, many times they don't change year by year. For example, we're in an election, we're coming up in an election now where ostensibly, we could have some major policy changes after this election. We don't even know yet. We don't know who the winner is going to be. We don't know what new policies, if any, are going to be proposed. But they will tell us, and that will stay in place at least for the next 2 years when we have the midterm congressional elections, and probably for the next 4 years. So this jumping around in and out, it is just really, I mean, I could sit here as an outsider and laugh at it, but there's opportunity here. If you understand, you know, what is truly going on, and if you understand behavior, as in the behavior of other participants in the market who are chopping themselves up. They're literally, folks, they're literally handing you their money. Now, there's still a lot of negativity out there. There's a lot of negativity out there. You know, with the COVID resurgence, with talk about new lockdowns, with the election uncertainty, there's a tremendous amount of negativity out there. And the market climbs a wall of worry. Anyway, look, the dollar was weak today. Gold was up. You know, I've been talking about these things. The dollar is in a downtrend. It's a slow, gradual downtrend because Fed policy is actually bullish for the dollar, but fiscal policy is bearish, and that is the overriding factor. So these things are kind of like one force opposing another, but the fiscal action is going to lead, and also trade balance, both of these things on a macro level are going to bring the dollar down over time. So you got to sell the rallies. I keep saying you got to sell the rallies. Dollar index back into the 92 handle again today, you know. Yeah, so that's where we are. Go check out my podcast today. I'm talking about no debt. I'm talking about Biden and the election. Hey, guess who is advising Biden? I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday. You got Larry Summers, you got Robert Rubin, you got Rahm Emanuel, the trio of these three hyper neoliberal guys. You know, they're all about deregulation of the financial sector. I mean, these guys, Larry Summers and Robert Rubin alone, their policies were what caused the crash and the great financial recession, the Great Recession in 2007 and 2009, and now Biden is talking to these guys. Rahm Emanuel, he went on to become the mayor of Chicago and put that city on a path to, you know, what we see today, which is like just chaos. And these are the guys advising Biden. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of opportunity in the next 4 years if he gets in there. And hey, if Trump stays in there, there's still going to be a lot to do. So I talk about that today in my podcast. Go check it out. You're going to love it. And don't forget to go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for a 30-day free trial. Fiscal flows, very powerful, up 50 billion already over last year. Tax flows rising in an uptrend over last year. I mean, these are all very supportive developments. I don't see anything negative here right now. And sentiment is absolutely not at a level that would indicate any big market correction or certainly not a crash. See everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.